Welcome back to MMAOddsBreaker. Today we have Kendall Grove on the other end of the line. He's in Orange County, California right now, not in Hawaii. He's been training for this fight with Brandon Hazley at Bellator 137 on May 15th, but he's actually been training with Mark Munoz this entire time. You're a perfect fit and a perfect style, a perfect look for Mark as far as him getting ready for Luke Barnett in the UFC. Is he a good look for you when it comes to getting ready for Brandon Hazley?
I think so. Like I told Mark in the beginning of camp, like, hey, I'm the exact same style, same height, same size and shape as his opponent, and my opponent is almost the same as him. Brandon is a great wrestler. He's strong. And what better way to get ready for a wrestler than a two-time national championship wrestling badass that I lost to? You know what I mean? If you can't beat him, join him.
Right. So have you trained with Mark before this camp? Have you trained with him before?
Yeah, I've been training with him as long as Brisbane has been training with him, for the last 2 years, I think. And it's been great, man. Mark's a nice guy, and he's a real gentleman to the sport. He, on top of being a great wrestling coach, he's a good training partner, man. He brings it. Obviously, I know personally. And also on the other side in the training room, the guy's a beast. If he wants that takedown, he's going to eventually get that takedown. So fighting a one-dimensional person as I am, and I think Mark's just giving me that good look, trying to take me down. He gets me down, and me working my way up. On top of that, he's strong as hell. And he's got great control when he's got you down. So definitely getting me ready for my fight.
So Mark, obviously we all know that Mark's getting ready to retire after this next fight. Has it been different in the room training with a guy that's getting ready to retire? Is he going harder? Is he going lighter? And the reason why I ask is because you're trying to get ready for a very tough fight. You're nowhere near getting ready to retire, and so you need as many good looks, as much time with a tough opponent as possible. And Mark's tough when he's prepping and trying to get ready for a fight, but is he still trying to get ready for fights like he was in the past?
I think so. Hey, you know what? Like, whatever reason Mark wants to retire, that's on him. He's fought a good career. He had some ups, he had some downs, but I think he left his mark in the sport. But yeah, no, training with him the last few weeks, most definitely. He just lost his last fight, and he's fighting his the mother country for his nationality in the Philippines, and he wants to make a statement. On top of that, being his last fight, I don't think he wants to go in retiring as a loser. He wants to, and he's fighting a tough guy. I think he's way more experienced and a better fighter than Luke, but Luke's dangerous. He's posed threats, and but I definitely feel Mark's motivated for this fight. This is his last fight in his country, and he wants to make a lasting impression. And obviously, he's retiring, and he doesn't want to go out with a loss. And I felt he's sparring better than his last fight, because I got to spar him a few times before his last fight, and he just seems more alive for this fight.
Well, and the reason why I ask isn't because I want to spend this whole time talking about Mark, but it's because, like I said, you need good training partners too. You tend to go in and help other people out all the time to get them ready for their fights, kind of forgetting about, hey, I have a fight too. And so that's what I was asking.
I'm getting mine too. Rafael Davis has been helping me out. He's another great wrestler. I'm getting good training on him. Brady Finn with Misfits Fitness and Jiu-Jitsu, who has been in Hazy's old Jiu-Jitsu coach, and Tito Ortiz is helping me out. He came out of the woodwork. All these people don't like Brandon because Brandon's a dick. And like straight up, he's a fucking nerd, and it'll be my hey, at the end of the day, it's a fight, man, and I've won, I've lost every kind of way. What are you gonna do that already hasn't been done to me? You're the one with everything. You have the title. You have the undefeated record. So hey, you better come with it. You know, if you're listening to this, you better come with it. Fuck, I've lost before. I've been knocked out before. I've been choked out unconscious before. I ain't scared, homie, in the good words of Nick Diaz. But like, hey, you know what I mean? I'm experienced, and I feel my experience is helping me training for this fight. I fought better wrestlers in this asshole. I fought better strikers and better MMA fighters, and I feel my career has come full circle, and it's my time to shine. You know, I'm with a good camp. I have been. Michael Bisping has helped me out for the last 3 years. Kind of took me under his wing and just making me part of his camp and letting me expose me to all his training and also helping me out from like revive my career. And here I am. I get to fight for the world title for Bellator, which is the second biggest organization out there in popularity and talent. So I'm just grateful for this opportunity, and I'm gonna take full advantage of it.
And it seems like that you're a gamer. Like when you have a lot of stress
fuck
on
yeah,
you.
Trigg, you know me. I'm fucking game for whatever, bro.
But you like world title on the line. This is an undefeated fighter. You've got, you're training with Bisping, who just had a great fight. Tito Ortiz, who obviously, even at his age and all his injuries, is still an amazing competitor. And they all talk about Kendall Grove. I just literally finished the interview with Mark Munoz, and it's a 25-minute interview, and 10 minutes of it, he's talking about Kendall Grove. Because of how good you are as a partner, how much you match up Luke Barnett. Like, everyone that you work with always talks about how tough a guy you are. And then it's amazing to me that when you lose, like how you lose. I'm like, what the hell happened? Something must be going on at home, and one of his kids must be sick, or because I see how you train, I see how much passion you put into it, and then sometimes it just doesn't come together during the fights. So you're right. You've had everything done to you. You've been choked unconscious. You've been knocked out. Nothing that Brandon does you haven't seen before. Does it mean a lot to you having guys like Bisping and Munoz and Ortiz come in and going, look, I want to help you train for this guy because we don't like him. This guy's a complete dickhead. Like, does that help you a lot when this kind of stuff goes on mentally?
Oh yeah, in every aspect, for my mind and physically. Definitely, I got Michael Bisping, who's a real good friend of mine, who were on the Ultimate Fighter together, so we had that relationship. On top of that, he's a top 10 middleweight in the biggest organization in the world, which is the UFC. And he's still hanging, he's still going toe-to-toe with some of these younger, big-name guys. And so I have that I'm in the room with every day, and he's constantly pushing me. He's constantly putting me in check, constantly telling me, come on, bro, this is what you got to fucking do. You want to be the best, too. You got to win this belt. And not once have I ever, he's always kept me in line to where I'm not being a dickhead, you know what I mean? He keeps it real with me, so that's where my mindset is, and that's why I look so good in my last fight, because previous from my last fight, I've been consistent. I've been jumping from camp to camp. I didn't have a comfortable spot. I was training on Maui, where there's not too many guys my size to train with, to push me at that level. Hey, you want to be a shark, you got to swim with sharks. The same. You want to be a high-level elite fighter, you got to train with those fighters. And I think I finally, in the last 2 years, I found that. I hate sounding like I'm on his nuts, but it's like Bisping's helped me out, man. Hey, Kendall, come train with me. Come stay at my house. You ain't got to worry about food. You ain't got to worry about a ride. You ain't got to worry about training plan. I got that. Let's just train hard. Let's just fucking make each other better. And I think that's helped my brain be better at going into fights. More confident in what I'm capable of doing. Because I fight every day in the gym, and smart and good. But when it's time to spar, I'm fucking sparring with not just one badass the whole time. I'm sparring with 3-4 different badasses who established in the discipline or in the sport of mixed martial arts. So my one main thing in fighting is, Trigg, you can agree with me on this, is confidence, man. When you're going into a fight with the utmost confidence, it's going to be hard to beat you. On top of me having confidence and me having the heart that I have, fuck, I'll die in there, you know. I got a lot to lose. I got a beautiful wife. I got 5 beautiful children at home. But I don't give a fuck. I'm leading by example. They're gonna see their daddy go out on his shield, fighting for what he believes in, and fighting to uphold our name and as a relevant fighter. And that's what I'm doing. And like I said, I had inconsistencies in the past, but I feel like I'm with a great group of guys, positive people that don't want nothing from me anymore and just want to see me succeed.
And that's got to be a lot of relief, too, especially because now you finally, you know, your wife is like, go ahead, go travel. I know you have to be away from the kids, but this is how you make your money. And so you're gone. You know, you leave Hawaii and come to the mainland for 8 weeks to train. You fight, and then you go back home finally, but it's a long time to be on the road. And then you've got all these guys finally in your back pocket. So you win this title on May 15th from Brandon Halsey, and you all of a sudden now are the champ. What's going to happen with that belt? You're going to sit around and hold that belt and defend it 5 times? You know, in the next 12 months? Are you going to defend it twice in the next 12 months? Like, how do you see yourself defending the belt? How many times do you want to defend the belt every month, every year?
That, if it was up to me, I'll fight every week. You know, bring back the old, you know, hey, it's just a BJ fan said it best, man. A belt is just a ceremony and a trophy. Obviously, it's a trophy for the best guy at that weight in that company. So, obviously, I'm going to be happy winning that world title. It's been a dream of mine, and like I said, I'm fortunate to have the opportunity to fight for it. I've beat former world champs before, and it's going to mean a lot to me to actually win it for this organization, you know, and but it's not up to me, it's up to this organization. Just like how everybody's like, oh, you ain't mad that the UFC let you go. I was like, no, man. It's like, it's their company, man. It's not my company. If it was my company, I would never get fired. But it's their company. I did something to where they didn't want me. Still, no, I ain't mad. Move on. Fucking no use crying over it. So now I'm here. I got another great opportunity, and I'm not going to let it pass by. I hope to go out May 15, win this title, and be a successful champion, and hopefully one day retire as a champion. If not, fuck it, that's life, you know what I mean? But I'm still doing my damn thing, and I'm still living my dream, and no one can take that away from me. No matter how much people say, oh, you should retire. Fuck you, who are you to tell another man how to make his livelihood, you know what I mean? So, like, at the end of the day, I'm just happy to be in the situation I am now. I believe throughout my career I've earned it. I've bled for this sport, and I'm just happy to have this opportunity. Should open a lot of doors for me and my family.
Well, Kendall, that's a pretty powerful statement made just right there, you know, and it's people that know you really know that this is firmly what you believe and how you approach your life, is that you're absolutely trying to put yourself on top every single time.
Yeah, man, like, if you're fighting to just be average, get the fuck out of the way, you know what I mean? So far, every fighter that I know wants to be the best, and God bless them, and like, so that's what makes good fights. Like, obviously, Brandon Halsey thinks he's the best fighter. Hey, congratulations, you should be thinking that, and he is, because he's the champion. But I also think I can beat you, so that would make me the best. So, well, we're going to find out in 2 weeks. I'm going to put my freaking fist in his face. He's going to try and take me down and dry out me to death, maybe possibly throw some bullshit strikes to take me down. But I know what he's going to do to me. I've been there 100 times before. I've succeeded and I've failed. But we'll see what Kendall Grove shows up May 15th. But I believe that a bad motherfucking Kendall Grove is going to show up May 15th, because I want that belt. I want to I want to give my kids a championship, you know, and they're my motivation. I've said it before in the past, like when I fight, it's kind of, I'm doing it for myself. I put my kids on the back burner, but as a father and over the last year, I've realized, no, man, I actually fight for my kids, man. I fight to make them proud of their dad. And one day they're going to grow up being proud that I was their dad. Like, even though I've lost and I've won and I have my ups and downs in different organizations, but they're going to be proud to say that their dad never gave up and their dad always tried to accomplish their dreams.
Thanks, Kendall, so much for coming on here to MMA Oddsbreaker. I appreciate you spending time with us, man. It's going to be a great fight. Can't wait to watch you fight on May 15th down at Pechanga Resort on Spike TV. Have a great fight, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Trey. Always a pleasure, man.